It's the COVID commish year. I think I've got COVID. I tested positive on a rat test, so we'll see what the go is. But anyway, we're in the TRSBA playoffs here, so I thought I'd just do a share a really quick update. So the TRSBA playoff updates, let's just have a look. We'll go through the 4 different series, where they're sort of all going at the moment. So we'll see what's actually happening. And the first series we're going to look at is the Death Valley Barbarians against the OC. So let's have a look at this series. We've got the Death Valley Barbarians, as expected, up 3-0. Game 1, they won 221 to 168. They had Tatum with 52. He's been massive in the latter part of this year. Been massive. Roy Simmons, 38. Now he's really picked up where Lillard isn't around, so I think that's been a very good replacement there. We might have to get a sound drop for Roy. Luka Doncic has been fantastic, 35 for Luka. Doncic, he's been, yeah. I wish I had Doncic. He's a good player. So 282 to 253 game 2. So very strong effort for the OC in game 2. All 9 players above 27 fantasy points. I don't know if I've ever seen that. We have to go back through the records, but to have 9 players over 27 for Death Valley, that's why you get such a big score. Nobody had more than 50 though, so that's an interesting one. Luka had 68. Buddy Hield had 40. The Jonas brothers, Jonas Valanciunas with 39 fantasy points. And then we had Franz Wagner.
That's about it, Lieutenant Wagner. Wagner. No, Wagner. Wagner. W-A-G-N-E-R. Wagner.
So that's what's been happening there. Game 3, 228, 197, a long scoring game. Bam played well, 40 fantasy points. I think Bam's actually been really, really good, and I think he could be the difference maker when it's all said and done. Steph Curry has passed Paul Gasol for 9th all time in TRSBA playoff games played. Anthony Simons has scored a career high, 38 fantasy points for Roy. Tyrese Maxey with a career high, 35. Luka, this is game 2. He had the 68. He's passed 1,000 playoff career fantasy points. That's very good. And Wagner with a career high, 38. Buddy Hield with a career high of 40 in the playoffs. Second game we're going to look at is the Saints, the Utah Saints. Up against the San Francisco Tigers, who have played well. San Francisco, where's your disco? And they're up 2-1. They've won the first 2 games on the road, which obviously a lot of absences. Saints were decimated with absences. They had Jar out. But from game 2, he should be back. OG's been out. Hero was out. Zion, Magaporta Jr., they've been out. But we get some returning from Jar and Hero in game 3, which helped them win that game. The briefcase has been absolutely fantastic. He is absolutely having a great year.
It goes real slow, but it always wins the race. Oh God, it's a brief case. What's inside? I don't mind. When I throw this case, you cannot hide.
Ja Morant, 59 fantasy points though in this game. Don't forget this Trae Young will play this one. So So they're not done. The Saints got a chance in this series. They are down 2-1. They did win the next, game 3 on the road using a franchise record of 283 fantasy points. It required that. It required a massive game from Jar. SGA with 47 as well. 47. So the big three all on fire. It's big that SGA has got. It's huge that he's got swingman status. I don't know about the sound in the early part. I didn't check the sound. Anyway, we'll see. Next series, we've got the Butchers, Tampa Bay. Very strong, very consistent.
Tampa Bay this season was a whirlwind.
Very much a whirlwind for them, but they lead the Nerds 3-0, 245, 195, 231, 196, 237, 214. They are consistent. This guy's been absolutely massive, has Carl Anthony Towns. I'm a scat man. Jimmy, been huge. 40 fantasy points. Sadiq Bey, huge. Rozier, 53 fantasy points for the New England Red Devils. It's good that in game 2 we did get the return of James Harden, but with those two massive games, a 45, then a 57, none of them led to Nerd victories.
Yeah, it's a big, shiny, fancy fucking four-wheel drive, but he doesn't know how to change a tyre. Harden
the fuck up. Okay, so and Dijon Mustard, he's been absolutely, I don't know, he's just been great.
Hey, you got no mustard. It's on the door. What, this yellow stuff? No, I said mustard, Jerry. Dijon.
What a big year. 52 fantasy points. And Bridges has been huge as well, 38 in that particular game. I don't think the Nerds can come back from this. They were decimated. They had to sort of run into Tampa Bay. But what do you do? It's a tough league, mate. It's a tough fucking league. You know, you might be able to beat every team in the West not named the Barbarians. But, you know, it's change conferences then if you really want to. And lastly, we've got the Alabama without KD. Against New York. As expected, up 3-0. We didn't expect the Lions to get past the Wolfhounds, but they did. But they've been on fire a bit lately. The Greek Freak playing really, really well. DeBar DeRozan, very, very good as well. LeBron, the Don and Ingram. So those guys playing fantastic. DeRozan for the Lions. Curry and Suggs all starting. Collins has been out. That's hurt. I think Simmons is on their team as well. So he's out. So a few guys out there that they could be helping. Game 1 was 244-206. Game 2, 274-201. So some big scores. And then 229-206 for game 3. So we're getting down. Next one will probably be the semi-finals. We'll do a bit of a preview there. It might be during the series. We'll just see how that all goes. It's been a very quick one today. So I just wanted to touch on the series and say hello. And stay safe.